to my channel. My name is Celeste and I make videos for following on vegan and cruelty-free makeup tutorials and reviews, sometimes conversations surrounding the beauty community. However, today is going to be strictly a tutorial. I had the idea to do a makeup tutorial. I was thinking something around a sunset eye would be really nice, something kind of bright and fun, and yeah, that's exactly what we're going to be doing today. So let's get started. I'm going to quickly just put my... So I had to do that, otherwise it would drive me insane. So my very first step whenever I'm doing a makeup look is I like to do my eyes first. And so I'm going to take a bit of concealer that's lighter than my skin and just prime my eyes. A little much. I like to do my eyes first when making a makeup look is because you don't want any of the color to flake off onto your face or any fallout to get on your face when you're actually doing your makeup. When you have your makeup done, you just don't want pigment all over your face. And so that's why I personally like to do my eyes first when doing makeup. And the reason that we're using a base that is lighter than your skin tone is so the colors will pop, and especially when you're doing a bright look like we're doing today. So the first step that I want to do in doing this eye look is I'm going to be using the Inked Doll palette, vitamin C palette. However, you can really use any colorful eyeshadow that has very similar colors, and I promise it'll be the same effect. So I'm going to be dipping into this purple kind of mauve-y or this violet shade, and you're just going to dip in, and what I'm going to do is pack this all over my mobile lid and a little bit in the crease. And so we're just gonna pack that all over the mobile lid. For this first step, you don't want to worry a lot about blending because we're trying to achieve a very pigmented in your face kind of a look. You don't have to worry so much about blending right at first. Alright, now that you have that blended out, we're then going to be going into, I'm going to be going into this red orange, and it looks like this. It's really bright, really pretty color, and we're just going to go right on top of the purple shade in the crease and a little bit higher. Alright, and now that we have that red shade packed on top of the purple, we're going to go right above that and go into this orange, this bright orange shade, and it's kind of a yellow orange, and we're just going to go right on the very edge of the red, and don't be afraid to go up to your brow bone when you're doing these looks. When you're doing something dramatic like this, you really want it to be big and bright, and I hear a lot of people saying all the time when they see makeup looks and they see people go above, and I see all the time people complaining when they're seeing people do their makeup and they say, I just don't have the eye space. The reason they might be saying that is because either they aren't taking advantage of all the eye space they have, or they really just don't think to go up into the brow bone. And I know that it might not seem like that at the end of the look, but really it's just all about taking advantage of all the space under your eyebrow, and hell, even shave them off, make room. But really, it's about taking advantage of the space that you have under your eyebrow and just in your eye. So just go right over that and right into the brow bone. That's totally fine. And so what I like to do is right after everything is packed on, I just like to look at it and see if it's missing any pigment anywhere. And this orange shade, it is just, look at all that pigment on my nose and around, and that would have been on my base, but because I did my eyes first, I really don't have to worry about it. So now I'm going to go back in, and anywhere that I feel is missing a little bit of the pigment has been lost with the application, I'm just going to go back in and reapply. So I'm going back into the purple shades, and I'm just packing that on. Same for the red orange. I'm just going in, and this was all done with the same brush. Just right in, pack it on. And then when I'm finally happy with, and you're gonna want to go into a big fluffier brush, and here mine is. I'm just going to go ahead and take this brush, and I like to start at the edges, blend out. And it might take a while just to blend out the shades into one another, but if you want a nice dramatic look that looks nice and blended, that's just gonna have to happen. All the layering that we did beforehand with our colors, like when we were laying down purple in our crease and we added our red right on top of that, it really helps in the stages of blending, just because you don't have to do as much work. The colors were already laid on top of each other, you're just kind of mixing them. Going back and reapplying the colors to re-achieve the intensity. A lot of these looks that are done that look very dramatic and well put together, they take a lot of reapplication. It takes a lot of blending to achieve it. I feel like this is the case with a lot of other quality shadows. It really depends on the quality of the shadow, if you're gonna have to go back and blend a couple times. And when you're finally happy with how the blending looks and the pigmentation looks, I'm pretty happy with how this eye is looking. I think it's really blended, however it's still retained its pigmentation and it still is bright. So I'm gonna go ahead and come right back with my other eye already done with some movie magic. Alright, so I'm already got the other eye finished. I'm really liking how this is turning out. All that's left to do is the bottom lashes that I like to do, and I think that I'm going to just put a pair of lashes on, not an E-wing liner, just because I want to kind of show off the eyeshadow. So I'm going to come back with my base done, and then we can get on to the lower lash. Okay, so I'm back. I got my base done, and so now we're going to go ahead and finish up with the eyes. I'm going to go ahead and dip back into the vitamin C palette, and I think what I'm going to do is take the darkest color, which is the vibrant purple that we have, and I'm going to go ahead and go into the bottom in the waterline and just kind of stay really close to it. Bring it all the way to the center, and when we get to the center, I'm actually going to pop the red orange, and then at the very center I'm gonna go ahead and dip into the bright. I'm just gonna go back and forth between the colors, and I'm going to do the same to the other eye. And now that we have the bottom done, I'm gonna go ahead and take the purple color and connect both the bottom waterline purple and the top on my lid. just so it's a little more cohesive. I'm gonna go ahead and throw on some lashes and line my waterline and add some mascara to my bottom lashes, and I will be alright. Here's the finished look. I really hope you guys enjoy it. I really enjoyed making it. If you found anything helpful from the video, if you really enjoyed it, please give a like. It's really appreciated. Comment down below if you guys have any suggestions for future videos or any kind of looks that you have an idea on. I was thinking somewhere along the lines of maybe a face tutorial, which I really enjoy giving to you guys. If you really enjoy beauty and the makeup space and content like this, then consider subscribing, because I will be making more content. I will upload every Friday. And yeah, I really hope you guys like it. I'm very excited to be starting this journey, and until next time.